and Ohio State on Fox. Jim Harbaugh 0-3 against Ohio State since he's been at Michigan. Who you got, Shannon?
I know who I don't have.
Yep. Khaki pants? Yep.
I got Urban. Let's go, Urban. Skip, look, Michigan has a vaunted defense, but I don't think they faced a big play offense like what Ohio State possessed.
That is true.
Ohio State history, they had one 400-yard passing game in this history. Haskins has 4 this year alone. So they can throw the ball, and now they've settled on the running back in Dobbins. He can flat out do it. And Michigan has given up 190-plus yards the last 2 weeks to Rutgers and Indiana. The question is, Michigan's best pass rusher is Chase Winovich. Can he play? And if he does play, how well will he play?
I don't know, because they do not disclose.
Exactly.
Yep.
And so Ohio State has a weakness on defense. They give up the big plays. But that's not what Michigan is offensively. They're not a big play offense. They run the ball. They try to grind you down. And then Shea Patterson will make a few plays with his legs. And then they'll try to hit a play here or there. But Michigan, they haven't won at the big house, at the Horseshoe, since 2000. I think Urban continued that streak, keeps them from winning. And you know what, Skip Bayless? If he doesn't win this game, this season is all for naught. That revenge tour that they probably got hanging on the walls in Michigan, all the shirts and T-shirts they got printed up, will be for naught. Will be for naught.
Is Urban going to make it to the game? I hope he does.
Ohio State wins.
Big?
Nope.
Give us a score.
And you know what? Because Ohio State, now Urban, he's not normally an underdog. But since he's been there, he doesn't lose as an underdog.
He does not.
And he ain't talking about no spread. He go and get them dubs straight up.
He does.
I say it's going to be a close. I'll give Ohio State. I say they win 20. I would say they win 24-20.
24-20. 24 is a lot of points to put up against the defense that's allowed the fewest yards in the nation so far.
No, I don't know about them yards. I know about them points. And that's what they're going to get, 24.
Well, they're 4th in points allowed.
Who number 1?
Who do they play?
I just want you to.
When you're playing the Citadel, are you going to be number 1 in points allowed? The Citadel?
Y'all play Rutgers.
Really?
Rutgers, Citadel. Illinois, Indiana.
Can anybody play in the SEC anymore?
Yeah,
seriously.
They
Can
play
anybody?
ball down
Arkansas?
there.
Can Arkansas play?
Don't do this,
You checked out Arkansas? So I believe that Khaki Pants, as in Jim Harbaugh, is going to prevail at the Horseshoe on Saturday. I believe that Jim Harbaugh has a defense that is far superior to the Ohio State's defense, because you realize at Maryland last Saturday, they gave up 51 that was real close to 53 because they went for 2 in the win.
Yeah.
And it was 52-51. You like that?
Yeah, but
you trust that?
Your quarterback can't throw it like that, and he doesn't have receivers that can go down the field and get it like that.
You know what? He does have receivers. You're underestimating. Michigan has firepower at receiver. I'm not saying Shea Patterson has the biggest arm, but when you least expect, he will get the ball over your head. And Tariq Black is back now, and he's their fastest receiver, and they haven't gotten him back in the mix in the rotation. But you watch, he will have 1 or 2 big catches, and Shea Patterson just operates the offense. He's got guts. It's like the Gruden syndrome. You say it's hard to play for John Gruden. It is really hard to play for Jim Harbaugh.
It is.
He grinds his quarterbacks into sawdust. And Shea Patterson is just gutsy enough, just has a big enough backbone to stand up to Jim Harbaugh. And he doesn't get ground down, and he makes little big plays with his legs, sneaky plays with his legs when you least expect it. And he can throw. He's accurate, but not with a big arm. He's soft arm, but accurate. He'll make enough plays.
Jim Harbaugh played for Coach Schembechler. He learned his coaching style under Coach Schembechler. So everything he does is that old school. They want to run the ball. He did it every week. Look at San Francisco. You look at here. You look at all the stops. You run the football. And so you know what? Ohio State says, we don't believe you. Now, they have the athletes that could probably do something with Coach Harbaugh. So we're going to see, Skip, how well, because you said this is the difference. They got Shea Patterson. So we'll see. Because I believe Urban Meyer and what's the defensive coordinator? He was about to be the head coach of Tennessee until all that.
For Michigan?
Shiano for Ohio State.
For Ohio State.
I believe he will take away what they do. We're going to see if Shea Patterson can throw the football. You believe he can consistently enough in this ball game to help Michigan win.
Yeah,
I believe Coach Shiano will take that away from
him. Simply has the best defensive coordinator in football, Don Brown.
So. No, the best defensive coordinator. The best defensive coordinator in football resides in Tuscaloosa.
Oh,
Nick Saban.
Oh,
St. Nick.
Yeah, and plays who? Wait,
why you?
The thing I hope the most, what I told you before this year started was, I got Michigan upsetting Alabama, but Michigan's got to get to Alabama first.
No chance, Skip.
So Michigan's got to get through Columbus, Ohio, and then through Northwestern, and they were down 17-0 in Northwestern, came back at Northwestern.
You actually
They're going to have to go beat them again in Indianapolis, I think is where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if they do, then they get to St. Nick.
I believe there's one team that can legitimately beat Alabama on a neutral site. That's Clemson. Because they have a defense and that D-line and they have the athletes. But other than that, you're not beating Coach Saban with that style of offense that Michigan run. Toss it, hand it. That's not happening. Ask Leonard Fournette how that goes.
Yeah, they got 3 good running backs who can just
and we'll stop them all.
No,
stop them all.
Yeah.
And O'Tua.
And you know what?
Heisman Trophy winning Tua.
Even against Alabama, if it comes to this, the best defensive player on the field will belong to Michigan because Rashawn Gary's going to be top 5. Yeah. He doesn't always play to his top 5 label, and he's had a bad shoulder, but he is back, and I think he is primed to launch.
Y'all have the best one player, but the other 10 will belong to Bama.
I don't think so.
Best 10 other 10 will belong to Bama.
This defense can suffocate. Now, it hasn't played the firepower that Ohio State has. And Dwayne Haskins is no joke. He's 36 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. But Shea Patterson is 5th in the nation in QBR because he can operate.
How many got? 36 to what?
7.
Tua, what Tua got? 31 and 2. And one pass. Think about that, Skip Bayless. He's thrown one pass in the fourth quarter.
Well, he's going to have to play 4 quarters to beat Michigan if Michigan can get through this game.
Yeah, we'll play 4 because it's the championship game, so we're not going to take anybody out. Yeah. So, I mean, we'll probably beat them by somewhere between 21 and 24 points.
To beat Michigan?
Yeah.
Can I get that now?
Nope.
Will you give me 20? I'll take
y'all
21 right now.
Y'all not going.
Well, if it comes to that, just a hypothetical, just a future bet. I need 21 right now. Please? Why not? You just spat it out.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because I know y'all not going to be there. Because this is what's going to happen, Skip. I got a feeling there's a great chance Ohio State can win this game and still not make the Alabama Invitational.
Sure. No, I got that. Plus, what do we have here? We have a troubled program at Ohio State. Am I right about that? And we have the end of the revenge tour. And again, the revenge tour took a couple of weeks off because they had to go to Rutgers and play Indiana.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter.
Ain't nobody say nothing about that.
This is the last stop on the revenge tour. Here we go.
Everybody want to criticize the SEC because of the schedule that they played. But hold on. Whether you play on week 1, week 5, or week 9 before you play your fiercest competitor. If they're on your schedule, they're on your schedule. Rutgers is on their schedule. Illinois, Indiana, Nebraska. Really?
Well,
those are not Dr. Tom R's.
Yeah, but remember, they didn't play very well at Rutgers, and they won 42-7. You like that?
Look, we didn't play very well, and we won 50-17.
You have played nobody. You're playing this. Are you taking pride in this? It was 10-10 at halftime.
What about LSU?
You like that?
What about LSU?
Huh?
What about LSU?
LSU can't score on anybody.
Neither will Michigan.
Michigan would just shut out LSU.
What about Mississippi State?
But what about them?
What about Texas A&M?
Well,
all those teams are ranked, and we beat the brakes off.
They're
2 out of 3, we didn't even let them score.
They're all mediocre. You have played nobody.
So let me ask you a question. Who has Michigan played? They lost to Notre Dame. Lost to Notre Dame. Lost to them. So when
Wisconsin, when they were highly ranked.
Oh, Wisconsin just lost to. Didn't they lose to Nebraska?
They beat Michigan State when they were highly ranked.
Really?
Yeah.
Michigan State. Hold on.
They beat Penn State.
Didn't Michigan State just lose to an FCS team or something?
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
They won at Michigan State. Revenge. Jamie,
this is what everybody
dominated.
This is what everybody tells me about Alabama. Oh, the Roll Tide don't play anybody. But at the end of the year, we always having that confetti rain down on us. Why? So we don't play anybody in the national championship game?
I already called this. I called it way back in August. I said Michigan is coming for Alabama, and you laughed at me, and you bet me 3 cases that they would lose 5 games, and you already lost that one. Huh?
Coach Saban go get 7.
You're in trouble.
Lucky 7.
You're in big trouble.
Can you? I mean,
You know
how
what? Michigan's got all the ingredients to slow down and then stop
How do
Alabama.
you win 6 national championships in 10 years? How?
You play good football.
How?
Michigan's got a better defense than Alabama.
Khaki Pants is going to win against Ohio State. He's
No,
going to
sir.
get his first win.
I mean,
against Ohio State.
if you take
Jamie
Coach
just
Leahy's
jinxed me.
Notre Dame team, if you take the Black Knights Army when they had the Glenn Davis and Doc Blanchard inside outside, if you combine them together over a 10-year span, they can't do what Bama doing right
An
now.
Alabama conversation. Is Amari Cooper, let's go back to the Cowboys, Skip. Is Amari Cooper the biggest reason for the Cowboys'
Hear what the Hall of
resurgence?
Famer thinks about
We'll
this.
discuss that
It's
next.
all that.